Hey boys, welcome back to some more Warriors career mode, round 6, and starting to get on a bit of a roll. We're in 6th spot here, 3 wins under the belt. The Cowboys are undefeated. Eels, Broncos, and Titans all doing very well as well. Taking on the Sharks here, coming off a fairly dominant win. I mean, it was only, I think, 8 points in the end, but we were never really in doubt that game. The Storm just got a fairly late try to sort of bridge the gap. But yeah, coming off that win against a very strong Storm team, I didn't actually see where they were in the ladder for some reason. I don't know why, but the Storm in this game, they finished like fairly down the ladder a lot, which is very weird because they are one of the, you know, high rated teams, and they had a strong lineup. As we look here, obviously Dugan, Aaron Gray, also Benji Marshall has gone to the Sharks. No James Maloney, and standard back row also have Lillyman and Valentine Holmes on the bench. So yeah, you know, next year you would imagine that the Sharks will play Dugan out in the centres because Holmes is, let's be real, he's a better player. But once again, early position for us here. As a little ball onto Menering charging on, but just yeah, last couple of games we've had these early involvements. Unfortunately, a terrible kick there. Matt Pryor is going to scoop it up, and pretty quick for a big fella. Pryor, definitely one of the quicker props in the game. He made a solid charges. Paul Gallen straight through. He puts in a little kick. I still don't know why the AI do that. It is a very strange little aspect from the AI. It's a beautiful little ball there from Nick Rima. A little angle run from Bodine Thompson. Breaks through of a tackle. Is fantastic, and that is a magic ball from Tohu Harris onto Fusatua, who was in outstanding form last week. He's really starting to find his own in this left center position for us, as Tohu Harris, the man who delivered that fantastic ball, now makes a line break. So starting to gel in attack here. Haven't had much chance. 20 minutes into the match, still 0-0, but it's looking pretty good here. As it is going to be last tackle, so looking to put up one of these high kicks. Usually, you know, I've said it before, I sort of feel like the bombs, they're a little easy to take in attack. Because right here, though, we're not going to get the chance to actually compete for it. Edric Lee, for some reason, Edric Lee again always gets selected for the Sharks. As we're going to get an intercept. Good rushing defense there, and I think it was Gavitt actually took the ball. As Nicarima, I should have passed that back on the inside to Mannering. The hole was there. I don't know if I just didn't see it or I didn't get the pass away, but that was a try gone begging. We had them on the ropes there, but we're setting up for one of our favourite inside plays. But fantastic defense by the Sharks. Yeah, defending their line pretty stoutly here. Last tackle, going to send it to Nicarima. I wanted it to go to bloody Johnson. He was a bit deeper. He was in a much better position to kick it, though didn't work out like that. So the Sharks, 30 minutes into this game, still 0-0. Been a few highlights though. Not a boring first half of footy, but off the scrum here, Jared Beale just burns Carter back on the inside. The step, I've said it before, I'll say it again. The step in this game is beautiful. You know, it is a bit. I wouldn't say it's overpowered, but it does work very effectively. And it means you know, people say the outside backs are useless in the game. So I mean, the step apparently is overrated to people, or not overrated, but overpowered. So it doesn't really make sense to me. But it just looks really good. As somehow Tuvashek gets run down by Edric Lee right there. He was sort of fatigued. There's a good little bit of play here. Simon Mannering back on the angle. He's going to power his way over for a try, and that was a nice try. It was a great ball by Sofa Solomona, I'm pretty sure. And the big fella Mannering just barnstorms his way into the in goal, plants it down. Just you know, one-on-one defense. It wasn't one of those extremely cheesy ones. I do you know, it would just be better if just the AI were just more prevalent in actually getting involved in a tackle. That would, you know, it would change a lot of that. As we are going to go into half time with a, you know, not a dominating lead, but 6-0. We'll take that. As coming back from the break, a good chance for a 40-20, although have not hit that one sweetly at all. And Edric Lee is going to beat a couple of defenders and get them into pretty good field position straight away. We had a fantastic win, but yeah, just sometimes the kicking does confuse me a little bit. I don't know if it's, I don't know why the kick sometimes goes very shallow like that. But yeah, the Sharks early in the second half get a chance to hit straight back and change the momentum as Fafita one-on-one, a great tackle there. Isaac Luke wrapping the ball up, making sure no offloads happen is right there. Unfortunately for the Sharks, it almost paid off for them, but a poor pass from dummy half. Matt Pryor did some pretty good work to actually put the little kick in, but we were back there covering nicely. Is a great bit of play there by Sean Johnson. The little step, beating a tackle in the pass on the back of that. That was fantastic stuff, but unfortunately, poor old Vadavai gets dropped by that man again, Matt Pryor. He's very good in this game, Pryor. And he put the big shot on his Wade Graham on the back of that, just cutting back on the angle there. Unfortunately, he's going to slice straight through, caught us off guard. But Isaac Luke, he comes up with his last ditch effort, and it looks like he's knocked this on. I'm gonna peg this as a loose carry, and he's dropped it. No tries. So Isaac Luke, just those 1% plays, like it was a try for all money, but he came back, he went for the tackle, and caused the drop ball. So that's a big moment in this game. It was a fantastic line run from Graham. As Fafita just drops poor old Nicarima there, just set him up with that pass a little bit, as we try to put a big shot on. Chad Townsend was just sort of standing there, so I raced up trying to put the big hit on, and we came up with a high tackle as Aaron Gray almost driven into touch. Good cover though from Carter. He did beat George Tafua on the outside. His last tackle. They're going to put up the bomb. Bit over 10 minutes to go. It's a low scoring game, but not, like I said in the first half, it's not actually a boring game, which sometimes they can be, but just we're defending pretty well as Tuvashek this time. Fafita, can be a bit lazy around the ruck. He puts it's always a risk because Fafita in this game, he puts big hits on just all the fucking time, so it's always a risk. Is right there. Oh my god, I just instinctively passed this. I saw that Tafua wasn't on the wing, but I couldn't stop my brain from doing it. I couldn't stop it. It was already in my head. I'm gonna pass the ball, step pass. I saw he wasn't there, but it happened. But thankfully we're gonna get away with it. We do get a held in tackle penalty as well, so that's gonna sew the game up for us unless we screw up the kick to touch, which we don't. So not a convincing win. It's a tough grinding victory, which is fairly fitting for a match against the Sharks. But I saw for Solomona there, big run to finish this game. We might get one last play here if he fucking gets up and plays it. No, it takes too long. That's gonna be it. Another win. So we're getting on a bit of a roll here. The new recruits are starting to gel together nicely. Hopefully, guys are enjoying the career mode, and I'll see you in the next one.